today we are in this 2019 McLaren 570S Spider. We've got a beautiful day out today for a little drive. And yeah, we actually just got this one in on inventory. So if you're actually interested in purchasing this vehicle, all the links will be down in the description below for you to get all the information you need on this McLaren 570S. So you will notice that, as you can see here, the top comes off because this is a 570S Spider. So the McLaren 570S actually has a 3.8 liter twin turbo engine that produces 562 horsepower and 443 foot-pounds of torque. Not to mention, this car doesn't weigh anything, so the power to weight ratio on these cars is insane. It feels like it has way more power than 562 horsepower, but these cars are just so balanced from the factory. I mean, it has the perfect balance between straight line speed and being able to take corners at high rates of speed. And the best way to explain the way that this car drives around turns is it's literally a point and shoot car. Now I know that sounds super vague, but literally, like, it goes exactly where you need it to go. There's no delay, there's nothing. It doesn't have that fake steering feel that a lot of newer cars have. You get a lot of road feel actually out of this vehicle. You can feel exactly what the tires are doing, and yeah, overall this is a very controllable vehicle. So if you're not too familiar about McLaren, the paddle shifters on these new McLarens are actually connected to each other. As you can see here, if you move it, if you move the right one, the left one moves, and etc. So that means that you can downshift and upshift with either paddle. So on the left stock right here, obviously you use this to downshift if you push it in, but if you move it forward, you actually upshift. And on this right one, push it in, you go up, and you push it forward and you go down. So you can do everything on one hand, which is super cool. I love how balanced these cars are. So like I said, this car makes 562 horsepower, but it is just enough power for you to have fun in it, but it's not enough for you to, every time you hop in the car, you're like, oh, it's gonna kill me. The way that the power is delivered is actually very, very manageable, and it's really easy, honestly, to drive. It never really loses control unless you're probably in the rain or something, but on conditions like this, you have a mid 60-degree day and the roads are dry, you can throw it into a lot of corners at pretty high speeds, and this thing will just take it. The traction control system in this car, not to mention, is fantastic. So there's no doubt in my mind that you can take any of these corners at pretty high rates of speed and just not even budge when it comes to the tires giving out on you. So the interior of these McLaren cars are super, super simple. You have everything that you need to control, from your AC to your radio stuff. Everything is here. Everything is touchscreen. As you can see, you can control all of this. You have this dry carbon on the steering wheel as well as the paddle shifters. You'll also find that same dry carbon here on the center bezel of that screen. This car just keeps on pulling, it seems like. The higher the RPMs it gets, it seems like the harder and harder it pulls. So you can see the car only has 8,000 miles on it, so it's a pretty low mileage car. If you look down here is where you go to activate your different modes. So you have these dials right here. You have two dials right here, and for you to actually activate it, you have this active button that you press down, and that is how you get into track or sport or any of that. So go down here, and your gear selector, obviously you drive here, neutrals are under it, and if you wanted to go to reverse, there is the button down there. Your window controls are also here in the center console, so you can actually roll this window back here. You can roll that down. So there's a button right here. Roll that down, and it's completely open, so you can hear more of the induction noise coming from the engine. Oh yeah, you can hear the turbos a lot more with that window down right there. Sounds super cool. The 3.8 liter twin turbo engines in these cars just sound freaking amazing, and I'm sure with an exhaust it sounds 10 times better. have it in normal mode, you'll find that the gauge cluster actually looks a little bit different. So let me show you guys. Press active, and I put it in track. You can see it goes back to the other screen right there. If I want to go back to the normal mode, as you can see right there, it switches. Hit active, it switches again to the other layout. So let's go ahead and park this car. Let's put the brake up. Show you guys, let's do a little walk around of this vehicle. Here it is, the 2019 McLaren 570S Spider. It is finished in this gorgeous orange metallic paint, as you can see right here. So these 570Ss actually do come with a staggered setup from the factory. So you'll see right here up front, you have a 19-inch wheel, and in the back, you have a 20-inch wheel setup. The thing that I really like about the Spider 570S is that it's honestly really hard to tell that it actually is a Spider. But as you can see right here, you have obviously where the top would split and then come down. But yeah, like I said, it's super hard to tell unless you're really looking at it that this is actually a convertible vehicle. So in order to put the top down, you actually have a switch right here, and you'll find that that'll come down. The top will start doing its thing. Now you have a convertible McLaren. So let's hop outside of the car one more time, and I'm going to show you guys what this car looks like with the top down. So as you can see right there, this is what it looks like with the top retracted. I really like the way that these pillars look with the top down. It has a super nice design. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it better with the top down or the top up? Comment down below, and I'm curious to see what you guys prefer. So that pretty much wraps up this POV drive of this McLaren 570S Spider. If there's any other cars that you guys would like to see us do a POV drive on, make sure to comment down below and we'll be sure to make that happen for you. With that being said, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.